Here we go. Now can you hear me loud and clear? I keep doing this. So hi guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the live stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or our website, and if you can hear me loud and clear, type yes so I know where you're at. Hi Hannah. Let's see. So how's everyone doing? How are you guys doing? How has the week been? It's been a crazy week. How's the lockdown going for everyone? Yeah, it's been a crazy week. I don't we're not seeing any signs of slowing down with the virus, so hopefully this all clears up soon because it is getting really boring at home. But thank God there's a live stream, right? So thank God there's a live stream. So it's a great time to be learning. It's a great time to be sharing, and it's a great time to be staying in touch. And that's why I'm doing this, so we can get in touch. We can learn some things, every week, every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And in fact, I think from next week onwards, I might do it every day. So I'm thinking of doing it maybe every day, but instead of 2 hours per session, I'll do it like 1 hour per session. So then it makes sense for me to do it every single day. What do you guys think? Should I do it every day? Because anyway, I have nothing much to do at home, right? So if I do it every day, like say 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, that should work. 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 6 p.m. Oh, I might have put in the time wrongly. Yeah, so if I do it every day, say like at 6 to 7, that should work, right? Like if you guys want me to do it every single day for like 1 hour, just let me know in the live chat. But today we'll be talking about glycation. So it's been like a really buzzy topic recently, right, in the beauty and health space, and anti-glycation. So, but I think a lot of people do not really understand what glycation is. So I thought I want to spend like some time today to talk about glycation because it is a really important topic. It is really an important thing to know. Um, Now that like you're seeing this word a lot, when you're buying products, right? It makes sense to really understand what it is, how it affects you, and what it does. But like I started talking about glycation before people even talked about glycation. Right? It was one of the first things that I talked about, like even just after I left naturopathic school, um, and it's really one of the things we look at in reducing like chronic conditions, especially with patients with diabetes. But we're seeing glycation happening more and more in people, like people living in the cities when you have processed diet. So so yeah, I want to talk about it today because while it is a problem, but there are solutions. It is not a perfect solution because glycation is a natural body process, but we want to be able to limit it or at least reduce some of the detrimental effects of glycation, so it doesn't affect our health, it doesn't affect our skin. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I will maybe, like, if I have a bit of time, I'll talk about some of the other Ocali products as well. But at the same time, I want to leave some time for you guys to ask me any questions you have. So now is the perfect time to find out more about the product. And if you're already taking our products, if you want to know how you can if you want to understand more about the products, or if you want to know how you can mix and match the products, right? So with Ocali Nature, as you can see, we just had our launch 2 days ago, and we have already received a great feedback. So there were people who purchased immediately and they've received the product. So that's fun, and you can kind of see this like as a like like if you when you're using skincare, you layer your skincare. So this is like supplements for layering, right? Because they're formulated to be able to use together. So if you're just using one product, that's fine. If you're using more than one Ocali product, you can take them together. You can mix and match. So it's quite fun that way. So I'm getting comments in. Okay. How is the sound now? Is it better? I have pumped it up to maximum. Okay, okay. So today, as part of the regular live stream, we will also have a giveaway, and no points for guessing what today's giveaway is. No, I'm going to give away good old Sam Bear here. And so we don't exactly have like a live stream flash deal because we are still on the deal for Ocali. So let me just go through the Ocali deal for this week. Is if you buy one product if you buy one Ocali product, you get a $5 discount code off your next purchase. If you buy two, you get free domestic shipping in the US, and you get $10 off your next purchase. If you buy three, you can type in the code OCALI10, that's OCALI10, and you get $10 off your current purchase, and then free shipping, and then $10 off your next purchase. So that's almost like a 20% saving, right? So, and it's so easy to pick three products because there's really something for everyone, and in fact you should be taking at least one of the products every single day. So that's the Ocali Nature launch deal that's happening right till the 21st of April. And that is the deal that we have going on right now. So let's see, we have people coming in. I'm just gonna say hi to Cautious Chatter. Hello, hi Lilith, hi Derek, hi Hannah, hi Valerie, hi Niv, hi Tina, and Max. And then if you're watching this on YouTube and Facebook, if you do not type anything to me in the live chat, so I wouldn't know you're watching, and I wouldn't be able to say hi to you. So if you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, just type in hello in the live chat, and I'll be able to see your name or your nick. But if you're watching this on our live stream page, live.ceramiracle.com, then automatically you will have a nickname pop up in the live chat, and all you have to do is to right click on it to change to your first name or any name you want. That way we can really start the conversation and get going. So let's talk about glycation. Glycation. What is glycation? So as you can see from the word glycation, the word G-L-Y, gly, if you have studied science, you would have seen a lot of words that starts with gly, and GL usually would be things related to glucose, to glycogen, essentially sugars, and sation is usually used to describe like an oxidative response, right? So glycation is actually a natural body process, and it is the process where in the presence of sugar, lipids, and protein oxidize to form an end product. So that entire process is glycation, and in fact what we're doing really is we're glycating the protein or lipid molecules, adding in more chains to them, and they become a totally different thing, and that thing is called advanced glycation end products, AGES, right? AGES. So AGES, advanced glycation end products, are things that your body doesn't like because they are considered free radicals. And free radicals are things that can cause your body to break down faster. So in summary, glycation, in like a layman's term, can be thought of a process that accelerates aging, right? Because as things break down, things starts to age. So that's what glycation is. It is not something that we can eliminate because it is a natural process that happens every single moment in your life, in your body. But it can increase with age. It can increase with diet. It can also increase with how much sugar you have in the bloodstream. So glycation is a real problem for people with, say, diabetes, right? Because when you have diabetes, then you have really high sugar levels in your bloodstream, and just that excess sugar in the bloodstream just makes things oxidize more because in the presence of sugar, lipids and protein, so lipids is fats, right? Lipids and protein, they come together with the sugar and they start to oxidize, and then you have AGEs. So what can we do then to prevent AGS, or like prevent the effects of AGS? We need to find something that can either stop the process or block the process. So a good analogy would be this, right? So we know iron rust, right? So if you have like a cooking pan, or if you have a knife that's made of iron, you notice that as it gets older, it starts to rust. And why do metal rust? Because in the presence of oxygen, iron rust. So oxygen is almost like the sugar, right, in our body. So like in the presence of oxygen, the iron rust. Then how do you prevent your knives and your pots and pans from rusting? Well, what you want to do is to apply a layer of oil on it, and that oil acts as something to block the oxygen and the humidity from getting to the iron. So with our body, it's almost like the same way. We're trying to find ingredients. We're trying to find nutrients that can do the same thing, act like the oil to block the lipids and the protein from sugar. So then you do not have glycation happening. But there are also some phytochemicals that, instead of blocking it, what they do is they help us to break down the advanced glycation end products, the AGEs, much faster. So it doesn't then stay in the bloodstream and stay in the body to affect our skin or our health. So then now let's talk about why is glycation so bad, and why we need to get rid of it. The problem with glycation is once the lipid and the protein molecules becomes glycated, they effectively become almost useless, right? Because they get damaged. It's like a knife. When the knife gets rusty, you don't use it. And that's why it's so dangerous, and also that's why it accelerates aging, because most of the things, the body is made up of lipids and protein, right? So your skin, collagen is protein, and then you have fats, and we have abundance of fat in our body. So talking about skin, when skin gets glycated, so when the collagen gets glycated, it gets damaged. And let me find something smooth and flat. Okay, let's see. So this is your skin, right? So your skin is like a flat surface. It's not exactly flat, because your skin is made up of like grooves, but they're so tiny and microscopic that it appears flat. Like my skin looks flat and smooth. And this is how healthy skin looks like. It's flat, it's smooth, and then if you can see, like, healthy skin reflects light. So when a person with really healthy skin, or let's say a baby, and I'm always obsessed with baby skin, because baby skin is kind of like the benchmark of really good skin, right? It's flawless, it's perfect. So when you look at skin, when it is flawless, it reflects, and it literally reflects all the light possibly that a skin can reflect, and that's why when you see like a really good skin, it comes with like a natural glow, right? And as we talk about, you want glowing skin, glowing skin. What exactly is glowing skin? Is it skin that's so oily that it glows? But no, it's really skin that is almost perfectly smooth, that it reflects so much light that when you see a person, they look like they're just glowing. And that's kind of like that's really what we want to achieve with taking like skin supplements, or when we use skincare, because we want to bring our skin back to that original baby smooth state, that it remains, it becomes like this, it becomes almost like reflective. So this is healthy baby skin, perfect skin, that hasn't gone through the stress and uh, glycation and like life. But what happens when glycation happens to collagen molecules, is because the collagen molecules gets damaged, and they form literally the bottom part here that supports your skin, right? As they get damaged, then this happens. Can you see this? When, say, like the collagen structure here gets glycated, then it gets damaged and it goes away, and then your body doesn't have enough time to repair it and replenish it. Then it collapses, and as it collapses, then it forms a groove, and this is what happens. So this is a wrinkle, right? So you get wrinkles, and so wrinkles is really a byproduct of glycation. Because glycation does not limit itself to a certain area, like literally anywhere that where there's protein or fats, and it does the oxidation, which means like the wrinkles appears all over your body at a microscopic level, and say if it's just isolated to one area, right? Like that's like your eyes. It's pretty easy to fix it because it's isolated if the rest of the skin is fine. But what happens is glycation happens, is widespread. So then every single part of your skin gets damaged, and collectively when everything gets damaged, the entire skin structure, right from your face to your body, starts to collapse, but in really really minute levels. But then because it's widespread, it's so collective, everything just stretches out, and that's why the skin becomes loose, right? Because your skin becomes loose, and so with a lot of people, and especially women, who uses skincare every single day, and as we formulate skincare products like creams and moisturizers, like again, one of the things you want to do is to make sure that there are ingredients in there that can prevent this from happening. So a lot of the skincare ingredients are anti-glycation. So what we find is, and what you see is, like a lot of women, maybe like in their 50s or 60s, they look really good, and like some of them don't have a lot of wrinkles. But as you look at like their neck or their hands, that's where the wrinkles and the creepy skin happens, right? Because you don't most people do not apply a lot moisturizers to their neck or the décolleté, their hands. So this is where you can see the signs of aging. And that's why just using skincare alone on your face is not really sufficient. If you want to have like a holistic anti-aging approach, you need to make sure that you put something into your body that can help with the glycation. So again, at any time you have any questions about glycation, feel free to type in the live chat, so I could answer your questions. If there's something that you're not exactly clear, or if you don't understand, then you can also type it in there. So that's what glycation is, and it is not something to fear, because it's a natural human process, right? But it is something to take note of and take care if it happens too quickly. So a lot of time premature aging is caused by having too much glycation happening in your body. And it is accelerating because the modern day diet that's high in processed foods and that's high in sugar is causing us to have excess or elevated sugar levels in the bloodstream. And then coupled with other parts of life, such as stress, getting not enough sleep, not drinking enough water. I brought my Big Mac today. The Big Mac is back. So not getting enough water, not using the right skincare products, all these things can cause glycation to happen more prevalently, and that's why we need to delay it. So glycation also doesn't affect the skin in terms of wrinkles, but glycation also causes the skin to look dull, right? Because as I said before, as you get all these microscopic grooves happening in your skin, although initially they don't look like wrinkles because they're not deep enough to become lines, they do cause your skin to be not as reflective as normal. And therefore, your skin starts to appear dull. Glycation can also increase, because glycation also affects the blood vessels and blood capillaries. It it stops nutrients from getting to the skin, and therefore glycation also decreases circulation to the skin, and therefore your skin does not get like the right amount of nutrition, and it can then accelerate and increase the incidences of things like pigmentation, uneven skin tone, and pretty much everything that's associated with age that you can see on the skin comes as a direct effect of glycation. So we want to stop glycation, we want to prevent it, and really the best way is to look at our diet, and look at what we put into our body, and look at how we can, through our diet and then through our skincare, stop glycation, so we can preserve what we have on our face and our body for as long as we can. But to me, that's not the most important. I think the most important is glycation can be seen on the skin, but there are other parts of the body where you cannot see glycation, and those are the dangers, right? So glycation can happen in your organs, and it can accelerate the aging of the organs, and therefore a lot of lifestyle diseases, a lot of and even diabetes, like diabetes, the pancreas, your gallbladder, your brain, all these organs and the heart gets affected by glycation. Blood vessels, they're like your skin, right? Once they lose that youthfulness, then they tend to do strange things, like they tend to contract or dilate, or they tend to harden up. So all those things are increased by glycation, and unfortunately we cannot see them until it's too late. So glycation needs to be something that we consider, right? It's not just when you see your first line of wrinkle on your face, then you say, oh, I need to think about glycation. No, glycation needs to be something that we should be educating to not just adults, but I think also young people, because the younger you start looking at your diet, the younger you start looking at how you take care of yourself, then the more healthier and fulfilling life you will have later on in your years. So that's glycation, and the good thing is a lot of natural ingredients, a lot of natural plants contains phytochemicals and antioxidants that can help to delay, prevent, or block glycation. So one of the things that we we commonly know is, say, vitamin C. Right, vitamin C is an antioxidant that is an essential vitamin, and by essential vitamin it means that it's something that you cannot get from your diet. Your body doesn't produce it, so you need to consume vitamin C in your diet. And vitamin C would probably be like the most straightforward, like first line of anti-glycation agents that we can think of. But it is not perfect. I think that vitamin C does great things in some areas, but it is not perfect because it's not a cure-all. We need to look at the different glycation pathways, right? Because there's not just one fixed pathway of glycation. There's multiple pathways, and with every single pathway, we want to be able to find something that can help block those pathways. So in the natural world, and in a lot of the ingredients that we use in Ceramiracle, they contain anti-glycative effect. And as I was talking earlier, I first talked about glycation a long time ago, right? Even before I started the brand. And therefore, when we started the brand, one of the first thing I wanted to bring to market was products that could have an anti-glycative effect, and therefore can enhance the product's value, right? So for example, True Bright. Right. True Bright, as you know, is our skin brightening supplement, and True Bright contains tomato, olive leaf, and cherry blossom. True Bright, the cherry blossom in True Bright has been studied to be found as a really good and anti-glycative agent that has great potential, and specifically sakura flowers or cherry blossom flowers, the antioxidant in there helps to delay and accelerate the breakdown of melanin on the skin. So things like pigmentation, that is caused by glycation, then the sakura flower has the effect of clearing away that faster. So that is one example of how glycation can improve our skin. And that's why I have this ingredient in True Bright, because when you look at a lot of skin brightening formulas in the market, a lot of them are really basic, and they're quite straightforward, right? They find an ingredient that has been sort of like proven to have a skin brightening effect, and they put it into the formula, and that's it. But it doesn't consider the before and the after, which is really important, because as you use a product for a specific function, while it can maybe get rid of the thing you don't want. So for example, let's say pigmentation. If you have a product that helps get rid of pigmentation, that's great. But it shouldn't stop there. It should start before you have a pigmentation to prevent it. Then it should fix the pigmentation. Then it should prevent the pigmentation from happening again, right? So a good formulation must take into account the before, the during, and the after. And so the cherry blossom in here really takes care of the before and the after, while the other ingredients like the tomato fruit and the olive leaf then helps with the during, which is clearing out the pigmentation. So likewise with our skincare, with the eye cream, we have ingredients in there. Flower berry. So flower berry eye illuminating supplement and eye cream obviously contains the flower berry complex, and so the complex in here, which has got chrysanthemum flowers, which has got schisandra and goji berry. The chrysanthemum flower is a plant that I have used for a long time, and it's a flower that has been known to have an anti-glycative effect, and that's why I use it to form the complex, because as we're looking at the eye area, definitely the first signs of aging always happens around the eye area. You get the fine lines, and that fine lines is a direct result of glycation, right? Because with glycation, then it weakens the skin around here, and therefore, as you move your eyes, as you blink, as you touch it, you cause it to stretch, and the wrinkles happen. So as we use ingredients like chrysanthemum flowers which can show they contain antioxidants in there that can help to break down the AGEs faster, then what we can do is delay like the signs of aging happening around the eyes. So this is how flowerberry does its job, right? In being and using anti-glycation ingredients to help delay like the signs of aging around the eyes. But at the same time, as I said, because as you improve and as you decrease the amount of ages in your body, then everything becomes healthier and they look better. That's where you get natural glow, and this is how flowerberry gets you back to that youthful looking illuminated eyes after using it. But the star for today's live stream is a particular product that I formulated to make sure that we get really, really good ingredients and phytochemicals that can help us with glycation. And so what I've done was I have picked 3 plants that I really like, and that I have done research which has convinced me enough to show that the anti-glycative effect is not just only great for the skin, but also great for the whole body. And that's no ages. So as you can see on no ages, we have the tail of a whale here, and we use whale because as you can see, the whale is the most majestic creature in the ocean, and we want to preserve and protect it. But at the same time, because a whale has so much skin, then everything becomes really obvious, right, on a whale. So let's not talk about whales that are really old, because whales that are really old they have been through war, right? So they have wrinkles and one on the skin. But as you look at the young whale, their skin looks so flawless, and it's almost like a mirror in the ocean. As you can see, as the whale comes up, you can see the light reflecting off the whale skin, and that's the kind of skin we want to achieve with anti-glycative products. So No Ages contains only 3 active ingredients, but they're really 3 important ingredients that work individually to provide an anti-glycative effect. So the first ingredient in here, which is the hibiscus flower, or as you would call it, roselle. So roselle is a really bright red floret, and it can be eaten as a fruit. It can be eaten as a in your salad. It can be made into a tea. It can be drunk. The thing that really is great about roselle is the pigment. As you can see, this is No Ages. This is the tablet. So the tablet it's not black, right? It appears black, but it's actually a really deep red, and it is so red that it appears black. And that is what we have done is, by concentrating the anthocyanins and the antioxidants in the hibiscus as we extract it out from the whole plant, we are able to condense the pigments and color into the tablets, because for anti-glycation, that's exactly what we want to get. We want to get those pigments out, and we want to get those pigments into our body, because those are the pigments, those are the antioxidants that can help to block, protect, and break down the AGEs, the advanced glycation end products. So hibiscus is great because it doesn't only work in protecting your collagen in your skin, but it has been used for a long time as a heart nutrient, right? The anthocyanins, the antioxidants in hibiscus has been shown to actually support our cardiovascular system. It supports and it protects and it keeps your blood vessels healthy. And I feel like that is the first thing we want to do is, if you can keep your blood vessels healthy, then you make sure that your skin gets all the nutrients that it needs, right? It gets enough oxygen, it gets enough water, it gets enough ceramides as you consume it. So you want to keep the blood vessels healthy, then your skin can improve. And that's what the hibiscus does. It not only has got an anti-glycative effect by eliminating and also preventing the formation of AGEs, it can also keep your blood vessels really happy. And that's why I picked this. So then the next ingredient is lemon balm. Lemon balm belongs to the mint family, so it looks a bit like peppermint, and it is something that we use as a tea. It is also used as a spice, right? So lemon balm is known as like a calming herb. If you drink lemon balm tea, it's got a calming effect. An interesting point about lemon balm is also it is one of the very few herbal ingredients that has been shown to exhibit really strong antiviral properties. So as traditional herbalists, we would use lemon balm to, say, treat conditions like shingles. We use lemon balm to treat conditions like chickenpox. Yep, and also flus, viral flus. So if you wanna, say, like, boost your immunity during this period, or if you want to if you're suffering from like some virus, and if you go to a herbalist, then more likely or not they would then get you to get started on like a lemon balm supplement or lemon balm tea. So lemon balm contains rosmarinic acid, and rosmarinic acid again has been shown to have an anti-glycative effect, and it is a powerful antioxidant. Rosmarinic acid can be found in a lot of plants like rosemary, where it gets its name from. And what rosmarinic acid does, more specifically, is it actually helps to stop prevent the oxidation of lipids, right? So things like your fat cells, and and when we talk about lipids and fat cells, it's not just about the fats, because every single part of our body contains fat, and whether we like it or not, we need fat in our body, right? Obviously, too much is not good, but we still need fats in our body, and for whatever we have in our body, we need to make sure that they don't get oxidized, because as fat gets oxidized, it's really bad. So the lemon balm works in protecting the lipid part from oxidizing into AGEs. And then the last ingredient I have here is a time-tested ingredient that people have been taking for centuries and centuries. And we know from like layman terms, we know from general knowledge that this ingredient is an antioxidant, but it's really more powerful than that if you know exactly how to deal with this ingredient. So the last ingredient in No Ages is green tea. And green tea is a really simple ingredient, right? Because we can drink tea every single day, but it is not the whole tea that exhibits really strong anti-glycative effect. But more specifically, it is the polyphenols in green tea, right? Things like your ECEG, or is it EGECC? This is something that really confuses me. EGEC. Let me search. I want to make sure I get you the right information. ECG, EGCG. EGCG, yeah, that's the polyphenol in green tea that exhibits the strongest anti-glycative effect. There's also a lot of other polyphenols and molecules in green tea that does the same thing. So what I've done was I found I picked a green tea that we could concentrate the amount of EGCG in there to therefore then increase the efficacy of the green tea when it comes to anti-glycative. So just three ingredients, but three ingredients that work not just for the skin, but for your entire body, because you not only get the benefits of green tea into your skin, but you get the benefits of green tea. And as we know, green tea helps to delay aging in all parts of your body. Green tea also is something that's great for the immune system, and green tea also helps to protect the blood vessels. So there you have it: hibiscus, lemon balm, and green tea in No Ages. And so you want to take No Ages as you are dealing with your first signs of aging, right? And with your first signs of aging, then you notice things like fine lines, wrinkles, but you also notice things like your skin becoming dull, your skin becoming not so manageable, and then the appearance of maybe pigmentation or uneven skin tone. So those are the things that would give you like signs that your skin is starting to glycate faster, and you're starting to age, and that's a good time to get started on No Ages. But also the other time to start on No Ages is really as you enter into adulthood, and so that's when you're 18 or 19. I think that's where you're still vibrant, you're still active, and you have like a you have this sense of invincibility, right? A lot of people in their 18s, or I was like that too, in your 18s to 20s, you feel invincible, so you're eating a lot, you are drinking a lot, you're doing all those things, and it doesn't seem to affect you at all. You can go through the night without sleeping and you don't feel anything the next day. But those things catch up on you, while you do not see the effects of those things immediately. You do not see glycation immediately. It is happening, in the back seat, and it will keep happening, and it will keep compounding until it gets so much that it starts to hit you, and that's where you start to notice, hey, something's not right. I'm not as young as I used to be, and I don't feel as energetic, or I don't feel as vibrant as before. So you want to start with anti-glycation really early, because the earlier you start, then the longer you can enjoy that state of youthfulness. So this is No Ages. Literally anybody can take this supplement, as long as you are an adult. And even if you're not an adult, even if you look at hibiscus, if you look at lemon balm, green tea, these are food ingredients that we consume some people consume every single day. So it is a whole food derived formula. But and what you do is you take just 2 tablets a day, and you can take this, at any time during the day. You can take this after food. Ooh, I've got a question from Max. I've had a lot of Miller seed under my eyes, and no matter what I did, the Miller seed just wouldn't go away. Any solutions about it? I do have the best solution about it. In fact, I have helped a lot of people with that. So, the thing that happens here, you get this bumps that happens under your eye area, and at one point in my life I had them before, and it wasn't really bad, but I did have them. Um, that can be caused by 2 things. So the first obvious cause is, you're using products that's too rich, and it causes the pores to be congested here, and things accumulate here. So that's the obvious cause, and so then to fix that, you wanna use products that can help to that doesn't it's not so heavy or under the eye area. It allows the skin there to breathe, and allows the pores to breathe, and then you want to use something really, really gentle to exfoliate it. But for most people, it's actually not caused to your pores being congested, but it's caused by cholesterol. So when you have elevated cholesterol levels in the bloodstream, then they can accumulate under your eye area, causing these bumps. So it really depends on, and because people use like the Milesit term interchangeably, because they look very similar. So you firstly need to know what's causing the issue here. Is it because of your skincare routine, or is it because of your of cholesterol in your bloodstream? But regardless, it is always good to take them both as the same thing and treat them both as the same thing, because treating whether your cholesterol or your skin, that's something we need to do every single day. So what you can do about it is, you want to make sure that you consume products or food that can help to normalize and improve your cholesterol levels in your bloodstream. But then let's talk about glycation, because glycation can actually cause cholesterol to deposit under the eye area faster, right? Because if you can keep glycation under control, then you wouldn't have the issue of increased cholesterol in the bloodstream, and that would be a fix. So 2 things you can do is, if you want to talk about maybe your diet, right? Then you want to start to avoid simple sugars. You want to avoid and you want to reduce your carbohydrate intake, or at least for 2 to 3 months, because it does take time for this area to break down and to dissipate. So you want to decrease your carbohydrate intake. You want to decrease sugar, and then you want to increase the amount of healthy fats in your diet. So we're talking about things like olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil. So these are healthy fats that you want to increase in your diet. It might sound like a keto diet. Yeah, well, keto diet helps with that, right? I mean, keto diet to me, it's a quick fix to a lot of issues, because it is extreme dieting, and it does get rid of a lot of the glycation that happens, and so if you can go keto, and then you find that problem resolves by itself. But I think a lot of people are not able to withstand the demands of a keto diet. And if you don't know what a keto diet is, it is a diet that has got literally almost no carbohydrate, but it's really rich in fat. And what it does is it forces the body to not use glucose as an energy source, but instead it switches to burning fats in your body and through your diet as the energy, because our body, while it is naturally programmed to use glucose as a form of energy, our body can utilize ketones, or fat, as an energy. It doesn't like to do that unless it is in a mode of starvation, but as it does that, then what the body does, why ketosis, why people swear by it, why people find that their skin improved or their health improved after that, is because as your body goes into ketosis, as you go onto a keto diet, then your body kind of like slows down. All your metabolic functions slow down because uh, in to your body, it to your brain at least, it feels like you are in starvation mode, and it feels like you are in extreme conditions. And the first thing the brain wants to do is to make sure that you stay alive. And so what it does is it actually stops a lot of body functions that uh, in return actually delays aging. So the nice thing about the nice thing about the keto diet is that it can temporarily delay signs of aging, because your body just slows down. And as it starts to utilize fats, you burn fats, and then you start losing weight. And as you start losing weight, as your fat gets burned, and most importantly, as the fats around your organs gets burnt, and those are the bad fats, then your blood profile increases, becomes better, so your cholesterol level drops, normalizes, your blood pressure decreases, so it's normal, your blood sugar level becomes normal, and that in turn then increases the efficiency and increases your health. So that's what the keto diet does. But there is a downside to the keto diet that is beauty related, right? Because the downside of the keto diet is, because you're not consuming carbohydrates, then you actually don't consume ceramides, because ceramides are only found in high carbohydrate ingredients like sweet potato, rice, wheat. And because our body doesn't produce ceramides, and because we need to get ceramides from a diet. So if you're on a keto diet, you are not consuming foods that contain ceramides, and therefore, as you start to lose ceramides in your skin as we age, and ceramides is they hold the collagen molecules together, right? So if you lose that glue or that hold, then your collagen levels in your skin depletes faster, and there's no way for you to replenish it. So one of the long-term side effects of the keto diet, if you're not supplementing with ceramides, is you might find that your skin starts to age faster, which is the opposite of what we wanted to achieve while we go on the keto diet. So if you're doing the keto diet, you have to make sure and remember that you need to supplement your body with ceramides, and not just ceramides. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of nutrients in carbohydrates, right? B vitamins that we need from all these foods that tends to get neglected in the keto diet. High cholesterol levels during keto diet, you actually do not get high cholesterol levels during keto diet. You might get a spike initially because you're consuming high fats, but again, it really depends on the kind of fats that you're taking, right? So doing a keto diet doesn't mean that you start going for pounds and pounds of like animal fat, steak, and all that kind of stuff. There's a rule with the keto diet. It's high fats, but good fats, clean fats. So we're talking about, like, again, olive oil. We're talking about coconut oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil. All these really good fats, and really clean grass-fed butter, right? So all these really good fats, they actually do not increase your blood cholesterol level. And in any case, having high cholesterol levels in the bloodstream is not directly related to how much cholesterol you consume, but it's really how much cholesterol your liver is producing. So what a lot of people do not know is that your liver does produce cholesterol, and as the liver as the liver gets weakened with age, or as things don't go well, then the liver starts producing more. It doesn't know how to process it. That's where the excess cholesterol goes into your bloodstream, and that's why you have a rise in your cholesterol levels. And even within the bloodstream, cholesterol is two things. You hit your HDL and your LDL. You have good cholesterol and your bad cholesterol. So on the keto diet, you'll find that your total cholesterol level might increase, but the bad cholesterol level will decrease and the good cholesterol level will increase. So it's not a bad thing. But more importantly is people are starting to, or at least scientists are starting to see that cholesterol might not be the bad guy that we think it is, right? And if you have understood what I talked about as at the start of the live stream, you will understand why. Because cholesterol by itself is a lipid, and it doesn't harm or affect us. But what happens is, as the cholesterol in the presence of sugar together undergoes oxidation and it gets glycated, that oxidized cholesterol is the one that causes a lot of problems, because that oxidized cholesterol is the one that sticks to your blood vessels and it forms the plaque. And that's the one that blocks your bloodstream. That's the one that causes your blood vessels to be inflamed. So normal, fresh, healthy cholesterol doesn't really affect us, but it is the ones that's oxidized and glycated. That's the one that that's a problem. So again, sugar becomes the bad guy here. And so talking about the keto diet, and that's why with keto diet, in the short term, it is a quick fix to a lot of these problems. So did I answer your question on the meal? Yeah. So with the if this is due to cholesterol, then definitely if you do the keto diet short term, it's going to help. But if you do not do that, it's okay, because you can just decrease the amount of sugar, your sugar intake, increase good fats. And then with supplements, then you want to go for ingredients that can help to improve your blood profile and reduce the glycation. So things like hibiscus, lemon balm, and green tea no ages. The other thing that will be helpful also will be turmeric. So turmeric, as seen in Cell Soldier, turmeric also has the effect or anti-glycative effect. Like turmeric is one of the other compounds that's been studied, and specifically curcumin. Curcumin in turmeric has been studied extensively as also a really strong anti-glycative ingredient. And now that I'm holding this, while I'm holding this, I want to talk about one of the ingredients in Cell Soldier, which is broccoli sprouts powder. So broccoli sprouts powder is not anti-glycative, but broccoli sprouts powder contains sulfur, and sulfur is required by the liver to produce antioxidant. It is required by the liver to be healthy. So a lot of high sulfur containing foods are actually really good for us, and they in turn also help to produce antioxidant that can be anti-glycative. So antioxidant from plants that we consume can have an anti-glycative effect, but our body, our liver also produces its own antioxidant, and those antioxidants are also anti-glycative. And in fact, without the liver, the liver is the organ that really regulates glycation in our body, because without the liver, we do not have the antioxidants that actually neutralizes AGEs in our body every single moment. So while we are putting in things to our body like supplements to increase anti-glycative effect, we also want to take care of the anti-glycative organ in our body, which is the liver. So with the liver, then you want to have things like sulfur, which is an important mineral that is required by the liver to produce the antioxidant. So broccoli sprouts contains sulfur compounds that would be helpful to our liver. And also turmeric helps with one of the phase of detoxification in the liver as well. So this would be obviously a good supplement to be taking every single day, especially if you want to boost your liver health. Salt soju will be great for that. So I'm gonna take a little break because I have talked for almost an hour. But I've got a question from Latisha Leon. May I know what's the safest amount of sugar we can take per day? It's a really tough question. There is no definition of the safest amount of sugar you can take per day, right? So as long as we are not consuming like anything in excess can harm us, like salt, right? If you take a pinch of salt a day, it's fine. But if you drink if you take this amount much salt a day, it's gonna kill you. The same thing with sugar is while we do not get overdosed on sugar, what it does is it increases when you take more sugar, it increases the amount of sugar that is in your bloodstream, and that increases glycation and to a level that is not supposed to happen. So what happens is if you constantly have high sugar levels in the bloodstream, then two main things happen. The first thing is the sugar molecules, they are actually quite toxic in high amount to the blood capillaries. So blood capillaries are blood vessels that are very tiny, and they serve to provide blood to like your fingers, your feet, your skin, and certain parts of your brain, right? So what happens is when you have high sugar in your bloodstream, it damages the blood capillaries, and therefore you start to see issues in your extremities, like your hand and your feet. They start to wrinkle, they start to darken, and they don't heal as quickly. And then you start to see signs on the face. Your energy level goes down. So then in the long run, it can also cause the organs to shut down. So that's the first danger. The second danger, of course, is it accelerates the production of AGEs, advanced glycation end products. And that acceleration means that you're accelerating your body's natural aging process. So instead of like aging 1 times, you might be aging 2 times, 3 times faster than a normal person. So that's the danger of having a lot of sugar. There is no fixed rule of how much sugar is safe or how much is not safe. The idea is, and this is my personal opinion, is that any amount of added sugar, just avoid that, because we have replacements for that. Let me get a sip of water first. So let's talk about what you can control first. What you can control is added sugar to your diet. So things like when you drink a cup of coffee, right, then you scoop in the sugar. Now, that sugar can be replaced with another ingredient, like say stevia, xylitol, or monk fruit, right? Those natural sweetener alternatives can provide the sweetness, but they do not add to the sugar load that you consume. So that you can get rid of, because that added sugar serves really no purpose to your health. In fact, it then provides more sugar for glycation. Then again, when you're cooking, we add sugar. Then you want to eliminate that addition of sugar with other things like xylitol, or you can use certain fruits in your cooking. Then we talk about things like honey, excessive fruit juice, but all those things also contain hidden sugars that that's not really obvious. So all these things add on, right? So how much is the safest amount of sugar you can take per day? I think my direct answer to that is, as long as you are consuming a diet, or as long as you're consuming things that are sweet, that is coming from the whole fruit or whole plant, that's fine. But if you need to add additional sugar to your cooking or to your drink, then that sugar is a no-no, right? So if your purpose, if your question is really to how much sugar can you take per day to make sure that I do not age as fast, or if how much sugar what's the amount of sugar I can take per day if I want to get my body to the optimal level, to the optimal state, then I would say to not add any sugar to your diet. Find sugar replacements like xylitol or stevia, but just do not add sugar crystals to your food. And then you have foods that are really high in sugar that you might not know. Soft drinks, right? Because a can of and that's the awful thing with I have to talk about this. When you drink cola, right? So I can't say the brand name, but I can say it's cola. When you drink cola, it is bad, and I'm guilty of it as well because it does taste good. But the first thing is a can of cola has got so much sugar. It's an insane amount of sugar, but that's not it. What is the color of the cola? The color of the cola is dark brown, and that color comes from caramel. And caramel is sugar that has been oxidized. It is what gives Coke that. Oh, it is what gives cola that really nice taste. And in fact, a lot of things with caramel taste really, really good because you get that burnt sugar taste. But unfortunately, drinking that is almost like drinking pure AGEs, ages into your body. And that's the same thing as when you look at it's really, to be honest, it's really, really hard to prevent or limit the amount of ages we put in our body, because those things that contain ages, they are so darn delicious. For example, barbecue chicken wing. Right? If I serve you boiled or steamed chicken wing, okay. If I serve you barbecue chicken wing, suddenly the taste of the chicken wing gets elevated so much. Why? Because as we grill or as we barbecue the chicken over fire, then you have to do you have to baste it with like a marinade, right? So and your marinade will always include sugar in it. It's either honey or sugar. So what you're doing is you're introducing sugar onto the skin of the chicken, and the skin of the chicken is fat. The sugar interacts with the fat on the chicken. The fire accelerates the oxidative effect, and it chars it. So the charring of the sugar and the fat of the chicken wing forms AGEs. And when you eat a chicken wing, it's delicious because of the char. But that char is AGEs. So that's the biggest dilemma here, right? Because you want to eat something that's delicious, but it's so bad for you. Barbecue pork, deep fried fries, and even like cakes. So when you bake a cake and as it turns golden brown in the oven, it's because the sugar reacts with the fat, the butter, and the carbohydrates and the protein in the flour to caramelize or literally to oxidize, and then it becomes delicious. You can smell it. But those are free radicals. And that is why when people talk about the modern diet, modern processed diet, that's the issue, right? Processed food means food that has been treated in a way that it changes the state of the food to a state where it shouldn't be, and because it usually involves the process of either preservation or oxidation. So again, I want to talk about the oxidation because it is really hard to get rid of oxidation, and oxidation is used as a way to preserve food. Right? Fresh potato, if you leave it out cut, then it starts to get moldy. If you deep fry potato into fries and you leave it out, it takes much longer time for it to turn moldy. Because by oxidizing it, we actually prevent it from decaying further so quickly. It's almost as if, like the oxidized deep fried fries is so harmful that your bacteria and molds don't even want to consume it. Right. So if you steam flour and water into like a bun, it will get moldy or after like 2 to 3 days, right? Or let's say bread, like white bread. The white part of the bread is what gets moldy first. Then the brown part of the bread, the oxidized part of the bread, doesn't get moldy, and in fact it can stay unmoldy for a long time, just like how burger buns can stay intact for years. So the white part hasn't oxidized, and that's why like bacteria likes to go in there and mold and have a good time. But the brown part is oxidized, so essentially it is useless. And that's the same thing, as we consume all this delicious part, and then the best part of the bread is the crusty brown bits. So all these things increases the load of AGEs into our body. Our body produces AGEs, but then we're also consuming all these foods in it. Then when you combine that by adding additional sugar to your diet, then what you're doing is you're creating this really toxic environment in your body that is so high in sugar that your liver cannot catch up to neutralize or get rid of all the excess AGEs. So then you have when you compare it, this is your level of antioxidant that your liver produces, and if this is the level of AGEs in your body, then you have this amount in between that is excess, and this thing accumulates in your body, and it starts damaging your skin, it starts damaging your blood vessels, your heart, and over time, then this collectively leads to metabolic disease, right? So your lifestyle diseases, hypertension, diabetes, it leads to weight gain, and then it starts to affect your thyroid. And like with glycation, the first organs to really get affected are the smaller organs, because there's not smaller organs means they are they're more affected by high sugar levels, and also because smaller organs don't take up as much blood as the bigger organs, right? So things like your thyroid gets affected, your adrenal glands gets affected, then you get more stressed, and when your adrenal glands gets affected, your blood sugar level, as vicious cycle, goes up even further. So, and that is why we but having said that, the vegan diet, unless you are really strict with it, it is a diet that is potentially really easy to consume too much sugar in it, because with a vegan diet, you are limited to the amount of foods you can consume, and therefore sweet things, fruits, vegetables, sweet fruits, they're also vegan, right? So then you tend to consume more of those. So Tina's asking, you should only eat the white part of the bread. Then what's the point of living if you only eat the white part of the bread? I hope I'm not scaring you guys so much, because I know that what I'm sharing is are things from the textbook, but we need to also enjoy life, right? There is no joy in eating just the white part of the bread. we should be, if we are gonna eat bread, if you want to consume the carbohydrate, you might as well eat the whole thing. I would say go for it, but in moderation. That's number one. Um, if you want to go for that barbecue chicken wing, go for it. But you must have a plan in place so that you know that whatever you consume that potentially could be harmful to your body, you have a plan to prevent it from being harmful. So that includes, are you, after you eat that chicken wing, are you going to be consuming enough water? Are you going to be consuming your supplements? They can help you get rid of that free radicals that comes with eating that grilled chicken wing. Are you making sure that you're only eating that grilled chicken wing at once in a blue moon, right? Not every single day, not piling it on. And are you also making sure that, as you eat the chicken wing, you are not increasing the amount of added sugar to your diet, right? So life is not easy, but then once you understand the concept of it, I think that the first thing that we want to do, and the first thing that everyone can do, is to stop adding sugar to your diet, because once you do that, you eliminate quite a fair bit of sugar. Then that's the first step. Then the second step is, of course, you want to supplement your diet, with things that can help to protect your blood vessels, that things that can stop glycation from happening. So you want to protect your diet. The third thing you want to do is then you want to eliminate things, processed foods that are extremely high in sugar. So things like soft drinks in a can. But as someone has said, soft drink in a can is glycation in a can. I need to remember that, glycation in a can. Yeah, that's like, as you open that can of soft drink, and as it fizzes out, it's glycation fizzing out. So I would say, if you are not already on any diet, or if you are, if this is the first time you're hearing this, don't just jump into it. Do not just jump into the keto diet, because unless you are informed, unless you have had training, or if you have done a lot of reading, and if you have a support system, do not jump into things, because if you jump into things without being prepared, it can get worse. So I would say that, do baby steps, one step at a time. Start off by not adding like sugar to your diet, and then next step, reduce or totally eliminate soft drinks, and then third step, you start to take supplements, and start to increase fresh vegetables and colorful things in your diet. Then the next step is, you want to start to then look at reducing the amount of total carbohydrates that you consume every day, right? So if you're taking a bowl of rice per meal, you can reduce it to half a bowl of rice. If you're eating 2 potatoes per meal, then you just eat 1 potato, and slowly reduce that total carbohydrate load in your body until you are comfortable with it. Then you go to the next step. So it is a work in progress, but life is a work in progress. So do not jump straight into it, but take baby steps along the way. And the nice thing about this is, and you can take my word for it, because if this doesn't happen to you, you can come back to me. I'm going to put my life on the stake here. If you can reduce the sugar intake or carbohydrate levels in your diet by at least 50%, you will feel a difference. And I'm going to tell you what difference you will feel. The first thing you will feel is in your brain. You will feel like everything becomes so much clearer, right? You will feel like you have more clarity and focused. And you will feel that your mood becomes so much better. If you tend to get irritated over like a certain issue, as you decrease the sugar and carbohydrates in your diet, you find that things do not irritate you as much. You start to fall asleep better. You start to wake up fresher. And so it's all happening in your head. And then you also start to develop more empathy, like to things and to people. So relationships become better. It might sound strange, but no, that's the amazing part when you start to cut down sugar and carbohydrates in the diet is your mind becomes more powerful, your brain becomes more powerful, right? Because it's no longer addicted to that sugar. So that's the first thing you notice. Then the next thing you notice is your energy level goes up, which is surprising because while we get our energy from sugar, or at least the carbohydrates, when we reduce the carbohydrates, our energy level do not actually drop, but instead it's going to increase because your body becomes so much more efficient in dealing with the amount of carbohydrates that you consume, right? So less carbohydrate means less load on the system, on the body to produce, to digest and metabolize the carbohydrates, and therefore you find that your everything becomes lighter, so you have more energy, you're able to do things better. And then the next thing you'll notice is your toilet habits starts to improve. You stop going to, I mean, you things go in and come out very smoothly, if you get what I mean. Then at the last stage, you notice that your skin improves. And I think that's what everyone wants to know in this live stream is, the skin. Your skin improves because your skin is the window to your health. The skin is a map of our health. When you fix everything underneath the skin improves, and then you can see it. So that's the amazing thing with when you start to cut down carbohydrates in your diet. You start to see all these good things happening. And so I would say, and you can take my word for it, if you start doing it maybe today, you will start to feel changes and improvements to your body, and it's pretty fast. It starts happening from the third day onwards. By the third day, you start to see all these good things happening, and then as you progress into being stricter or better with the diet, you start to realize how much potential you have with things. So yep. Oh, I forgot to say one thing. You also notice that when you eat things after you reduce carbohydrates in your diet, everything tastes better. Things, they taste sweeter. So if you eat an apple a day, the day that you eat an apple after you eliminate carbohydrates in your diet, the apple tastes like the best apple you've ever tasted. So that's one nice result of reducing carbohydrates is everything just tastes better. Okay, so just a reminder that if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, there is the live chat there, and you can pretty much type anything to live chat with me there. We're also live streaming on the website ceramiracle.com. And oh my god, I almost forgot about the giveaway. So I'm doing the giveaway now. But to take part in the giveaway, you do need to interact with me on the live chat, because we need to use the live chat to play the game. So who's ready for the giveaway? If you're ready, say yes. If you're ready for the giveaway, please type yes. So today's giveaway, again, I am giving out a Sam Bear. And I think Sam is like now a regular on our giveaway game. And so today's giveaway, I'm gonna pick one person to give out Sam to. And I think the game that we played the last time was quite fun, right? The number guessing game. So let's do that. Okay, so not a lot of people today. Maybe you guys all have the bear already. Who wants a bear? Who wants a bear? Type yes, yes, yes. Type yes. Who wants a bear? It's giveaway time. Who wants a bear? If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you can also type yes in the live chat there, so that way you get a bear too if you take part in the giveaway. And it's really easy game. It's a really easy giveaway. I am going to think of, this is the same game that I played last week and it's so fun. So this is a mind reading game, and the game is, I'm going to think of a number now in my head between 1 to 9. That's between 1 to 9. And I am going to type it out onto my phone. So you know I'm not cheating. Right. So then, when I say start, I want you guys to type a number between 1 to 9. And if you have picked the same number as me, then you win a bear. You get to bring Sam home. Right? We will ship Sam to you wherever you are. So let me see. What number should I pick? Lucky Sam number is okay. Okay, so I have picked my number. It's in my phone, right? And now I want you guys to type a number from 1 to 9. If you have typed the same number as me, then you get a bear. Start. Start now. You can type this in the live chat in YouTube, Facebook, or on our live stream. Type a single digit between 1 to 9, and if your digit is the same as what I have typed in my phone, this is yours. Let's see, we have 1952 in the live stream on our website. We have someone picked 3 in YouTube. Any more? Any more? So today's game is to guess a number between 1 to 9, and you get to bring back a Sam bear. Okay, 195283. Any more, guys? I will be closing this game in about 2 minutes. So you have 2 minutes to send me your number. Hey, Janice. So Janice, is your number 6 or 3? Because you said pick 3 and then you said 6 next. So Janice on YouTube, can you decide if you want 3 or 6? Okay, so we have the guesses 619528. Oh, 61952. Any more? We have 1 more minute. We have 1 more minute to go. Do you know Sam Barry is worth about $20? He is. He's really good quality too. Like we've had Sam Bear for I think almost 2 years now, and so this one's been with me for 2 years, and it's really good quality. Like I'm really impressed by Sam's quality, and we have kids and babies because we've given Sam to kids and babies, and it'd be quite interesting to see like how Sam looks like when these kids and babies become adults if they still have it. Okay, last final minute. I'm counting down. Da, da, da. 1952846. Okay, last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, I'm laughing because Janice, you should have taken my hint. Because my number I picked 3. I picked 3. Nobody won. Oh my god, nobody won. What are the odds? Let's see, we have how many people want. I know, Janice. That's why when you said pick 3 and you typed pick 3 after I typed in mine, right? So I was like, wow, she read my mind. And then you said 6. So then I asked you if you wanted 3 or 6. That was like such an obvious clue. Oh well, better luck next time. Yeah, so next time, please remember to listen to my clues, right? Because if you type something and then you change it, and then I ask you, do you want to change it, which is the one you picked, you shouldn't change it because, ha! Oh well, oh well. So you know what this means, right? This means that next week, at the next live stream, I am going to double up the giveaway since nobody won today. I'm gonna double up this, which means next live stream we will play 2 games. Right, we'll play this number game again, and then we'll play another game, and I'm gonna find something else to give away. In fact, maybe at the next live stream, I'm gonna give away one of the O'Cali products. Who would like that? Right. If you wanna take part in the game at the next live stream, which is next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, then hop on the next live stream. It's at the same time, and we're gonna play 2 games. We're gonna give away Sam, and I'm gonna pick one product from O'Cali to do the giveaway to one person. So at least 2 people will get the giveaway gifts at the next live stream. So stay tuned to our live stream. I'm gonna end today's live stream now because I think I have shared a lot of information today. I think it's a lot to digest. So I want you guys to also, while everything's still fresh in your mind, to start thinking about your diet and to start thinking about how sugar affects you and how sugar causes glycation, And then it also gives you time to go to the website. Oh, I've got a question. I feel confused about squalane. What is the difference between squalane and squalene? Squalane and squalene, they are both hydrocarbons, right? And squalene and squalene are found in both animals and plants, right? So, animal source of squalene and squalene would be in the fat of plants, and then in plants, sorry, in animals, you find squalene. The big difference between squalane and squalene is the molecular structure, and also how it interacts with the skin. Because both squalane and squalene are found in the lipids. But I think maybe what you're asking specifically is more for skincare, right? Because we use a lot of squalene and squalene in skincare. So let me talk about the difference of squalene. So personally, what I feel is for squalane, squalane hydrates the topmost layer of the skin really efficiently, and squalane forms a barrier that protects the skin, and it reduces transepidermal water loss. So that is when water evaporates through your pores, and therefore your skin becomes dry, right? So squalane has that effect of doing that. And then squalene is, if I'm not mistaken, if I haven't forgotten it, squalene is a smaller molecule and it can penetrate deeper into your skin. So squalene then fixes the problems in deeper into the skin rather than on the surface. So that's the difference between squalane and squalene. Then we also talk about absorption and bioavailability. The bioavailability and absorption of squalene is much better than squalane. So the with a lot of skincare with squalene, uh, the most abundant source of squalene is from the fat from whales or sharks. But that's something we don't do at Ceramiracle, right? Because we are cruelty free. So we get our squalene from a specific purification process of olive oils. So we extract the squalene from the olive oil, and that's what is found in the serum. So the serum contains squalane and squalene because both squalane and squalene are found naturally in the vernix caseosa on the baby's skin. So I think using the serum is a good example to show you that, because as I apply the serum, and the bulk of the serum is squalane. So as I apply the serum, the thing that makes the serum feel like it feels like an oil is the squalane. So the squalane improves the spreadability. The squalane gives you that really soft feeling on your skin, and then the squalene actually helps to increase the absorption of whatever's in the serum into your skin, and then as the serum gets absorbed into your skin, it leaves behind like a layer of protective layer. So the bulk of that is the squalane, and that actually seals everything in. So yep, Max, what is your next topic? I haven't thought of my next topic yet. Um, any topic you guys want me to talk about? Yeah. So is it not recommended? Well, I would say that it is not recommended to use water-based product after you use like an oily product, right? Because then the water sits on the oil. So you always want to use your water-based products first, and then you use the oil-based product last. Um, unless your water-based product is like a cream, right? It's like an emulsion. So with emulsion, it contains emulsifiers in there. So then it's okay to apply it onto like the serum or onto squalane, because the emulsifier actually helps to push everything in. But say if you're using like a pure water-based product, and then you use like serum fluids, and if you use this on top, so I can show you, if you use this on top of, if you use this on top of the serum, you see how like the essence just sits there. But this is proof that the serum works really well to protect water from evaporating out of your skin, right? It just sits there. So what you want to do is you always want to apply like your conditioners or your water-based product first, let that evaporate for a while, and then use like the serum or squalane on it. When is the next live stream is same time, next Tuesday Pacific time, 6 p.m. And if you are in the East Coast, then it's 11 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday. If you are in Asia, then it would be next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Okay, so maybe in the next live stream I will talk about the layering of supplements, right? So as now that we have so many supplements, the next live stream I will talk about how to take supplements, at what time of the day is best for certain ingredients. Then what I would do is also I'm gonna add to that topic certain foods. Like some foods that we consume are best taken in the day, some foods that we consume are best taken in the evening, and how certain foods shouldn't be mixed together. So I think I'll cover that in the next live stream. I'll talk about the best times to eat pretty much things. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can give away a tote bag instead of Sam. So I can give away a tote bag and then one Ocali product in the next live stream. So we have two games. So at the next live stream, I will talk about the best times to take your supplement and also the best times to eat certain foods. And I will also talk about and then we'll play two games where we will give away a Sam tote bag and we'll give away one Ocali supplement, which I'll pick at the next live stream. And that's it. Yeah. So exciting. So that's next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time, and it will be on Wednesday at 11 a.m. GMT plus 8. So if you're in, say, Singapore, China, if you're in that part of the world, then it will be about Wednesday at 11 a.m. Okay, thank you guys for today's live stream. I hope today's live stream is informative and helpful and useful. And please do me a favor, because I wanna do more of the live stream, and the only way I can do more is we can get more people to come on the live stream. So please share the live stream with your friends, tell them to come onto the live stream. The more people we have on the live stream, the more people chatting, the more games we can play, the more things we can give away, the better deals we can do. And also, it gives me more motivation to share more with you. So please share the live stream with your friends and family. Now's the best time, because if they're not watching the live stream, what can they do, right? They'll be watching YouTube, they'll be watching Netflix, they'll be playing games. So just watch this 1 hour, 1.5 hours. We'll talk about your health, we'll talk about beauty, and it's free. This live stream is free. I was just looking at Masterclass last night. There's this website called Masterclass where they have celebrity to give Masterclass, and it's $90 per class, and it's all online. So with the Ceramiracle live stream, you get me for free. See you guys in the next live stream. Bye bye. Take care. And thank you so much for staying on with me in the live stream today. And for those guys, for those of you who have bought products at our launch, and after that, thank you so much. Your support is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.